Hello everyone. Today we'll see the soil mechanics, that is your geotechnical engineering one. Chapter number first, module number one is your soil formation and the properties of soil. Soil formation and the properties of soil. Introduction. The Carl Terzaghi is the father of soil mechanics. His first book on the soil mechanics is Mechanics, published in 1925. Soil is nothing but the unconsolidated material that has resulted from disintegration of rocks by various weathering actions. Weathering actions such as physical or chemical actions. The soil may contain organic or inorganic matter and can be represented in three-phase system diagram, which contains solid particles, water particles, and the air particles. The basic definition of the soil mechanics is the branch of science which deals with the study of physical properties of soil and the behavior of soil masses which are subjected to various types of forces. And that's definition of the soil engineering is it is nothing but the application of principles of soil mechanics to the practical purposes. The next definition is rock mechanics. Rock mechanics is a science which dealing with the application of the principles of mechanics to understand the behavior of rock masses. Geotechnical engineering. It is a subdiscipline of civil engineering that involves natural materials found closer to the Earth's surface. It includes the application of principles of soil mechanics and the rock mechanics to the design of foundations, retaining structures, and the earth structures. It also includes soil mechanics, rock engineering, geology, and soil engineering. So basically, the geotechnical engineering covers soil mechanics, rock engineering, geology, and the soil engineering. The origin of soil. If the weathered rock, the sediment is retained over a parent rock, the soil is termed as a residual soil. And if these sediments are transported and deposited at some other places, are known as a transported soil. The soil formation is a cycle which is called as the geological cycle. So parent rock is nothing but the origin of the rock. When that parent rock is disintegrated, that either it may be as a physical or a chemical disintegration, then that disintegrated material will remain at the original position. Then the formed soil is called as a residual soil. And when that disintegrated material is transported from one location to another location by wind or running water or any other purpose, then that type of soil is called as a transported soil. The geological cycle consists of the four basic elements. First one is the weathering. So whenever that rock is weathered, then the disintegrated particle, which is called as a soil form, that soil form is transferred from one location to another location. That process is known as a transportation. After transporting from the one location to another location, that soil deposit at another location and becomes an upheaval. And the same process is carried out through years, and that is called as a geological cycle. The soil is formed due to the weathering of rocks, which may be carried out either physically or chemically. Physical agencies involved in the weathering of rocks includes such as running water, wind, ice, gravity, etc. And the chemical agencies involved in a weathering, which includes oxidation, carbonation, and the hydration. There are different types of soils, so we'll see one by one. The first type of soil is called as the alluvial soil. The soil deposited from suspension in running water formed due to the physical weathering and transported soil agencies involved in this water. This type of soil is found along the banks of the rivers. So basically, if the soil is formed due to the running of water, then that type of of soil is called as the alluvial soil. The second type of soil is called as the lacustrine soil. The soil formed due to the deposition from suspension in the fresh still water of the lake. Then that type of soil is called as the lacustrine soil. So basically, near the lake, this type of soil is present. Third one is marine soil. These soils that have been formed by the sedimentation of soil particles in the sea water, generally seen at the coastal road areas or a seashore. The fourth type of soil is aeolian soil. The soil that have been transported and deposited by wind are called as the aeolian soil. So basically, when the soil is transported by the wind action, then that type of soil is called as the aeolian soil. Fifth one is Lewis. It is a uniformly graded wind blown silt, slightly cemented due to the calcium compound or montmorillonite, which is known as actually the clay minerals. When it is in a wet, it becomes soft and compressible because cementing action is lost and it is collapsed. So basically, when the wind blown silt is occurs due to the slightly cemented action of the calcium compound, that soil is called as the Lewis soil. Sixth is colluvial soil. The soil formed due to the transportation of gravitational force. It is found in the mountains valleys, such as due to the gravity when the rock is fallen from top to the bottom, then the type of soil is formed is called as the colluvial soil. Seventh one is glacial soil. The soil which is transported by the ice, which is known as the glacial soil. Eighth one is marl soil. It is a fine graded calcium carbonated soil of marine origin which is found due to decomposition of animal bones and the aquatic plants. That type of soil is known as marl soil. Ninth one is bentonite soil. It is a chemical weathered volcanic ash generally used as a lubricant in a drilling operation. It is also a clay containing high amount of monazite, which is highly plastic and have high swelling and shrinkage property. Monazite is nothing but a clay minerals that we'll see in the chapter of clay mineralogy. So basically, whenever your soil is a cohesive soil, such as a clay soil, the mineral, that monazite mineral, is highly present in that type of soil, which having the cohesive property. 10th one is tough soil. It is a small grained, slightly cemented volcanic ash that has been transported by wind or water. So whenever there is a cemented volcanic ash which can be transferred either by wind or water, then that type of soil is called as the tough soil. Then 11th one is your black cotton soil. It is a residual soil formed from the basalt containing high percentage of clay minerals. It is a dark in color and good for growing cotton. It shows high swelling, high shrinkage, high compressibility and low shear strength. So in Maharashtra, basically most of the places this basalt rock is present. So in Maharashtra, cohesive soil is occur or present in maximum amount. The next soil is your laterite soil. This is a type of soil formed due to the leaching. Leaching is nothing but the excess of a salt formation, that is washing out of a silica compound, and accumulation of a iron oxide and aluminum oxide. It is generally formed in a hilly areas having humid climate. Next soil is your organic soil, which contains the two types of soil, that is muck soil and peat soil.